What's up everyone, Yummy Yugi here. Thanks for joining me. Today's video is going to be showcasing on a team that I went 19-6 on the opener of the Season 6 Great League. There is something special about my Altaria that I'll be discussing when I'm introducing the party that I use. So I do lead with Altaria, and then the team consists of Azumarill and Shadow Machamp. The movesets of these Pokemons are pretty standard except for Azumarill, perhaps noting that I do use Play Rough and Hydro Pump instead of Ice Beam. The Hydro Pump is really good against late games, against those Galarian Stunfisk, so I do keep it with Hydro Pump instead of Ice Beam. Moving on to the right side of the numbers, so the number on the top represents attack, defense, and stamina. So for Altaria, it does show that it's 14, 10, and 2. Azumarill 8, 14, 14, and then Shadow Machamp for 1, 8, 15. Generally, you want to see a lower attack, higher defense, and higher stamina, such as the Azumarill ranking 18th out of 4096, so as the Shadow Machamp 68 out of 4096. But if you look at my Altaria, it's ranked 3220th place out of the 4096. Now you might be wondering if I call this Altaria special because it has such a garbage number on it, but that's not the case. Now allow me to introduce you why my Black Eyes Blue Dragon, Altaria, is so special. It does have a special breakpoint against another Pokemons in the current meta, such as Azumarill and the Shadow Machamp. For those wondering what is a breakpoint, to simply put, Altaria normally deals 1 damage with the Dragon Breath against Azumarill, whereas when you increase the attack, lower the defense and the stamina, then Altaria's Dragon Breath starts dealing 2 damage against opponent's Azumarill. It is worth noting that when opponent's Azumarill has a buddy boost of level 41, then my Altaria does not increase the damage of Dragon Breath. Now I know the chart you're looking is in Japanese. I tried to look for English version of this website where they show the breakpoint rankings and the breakpoints damages for different various Pokemon, but I couldn't find any. So if you happen to know any website that goes over breakpoints specifically for PvP, please leave a comment to the link of the website or the app. For those who understand Japanese, above is from 9db.jp, which is commonly known as Minpoke in Japan. I will leave a link to this website, so feel free to check them out. Basically, the chart on the left is talking about my specific Altaria. It is showing in the blue highlighted number right under the picture as 38 out of 268 possible combination of Altaria that deals +2 damage against Azumarill. In the middle chart, you can see number 38 followed by 14, 10, and 2, which is my Altaria's specific stats. Then to the right, you can see various Pokemon on the left hand side, such as Azumarill, Swampert, Shadow Machamp, and Victreebell. My Altaria deals 1 more additional damage to all these Pokemons than normal. There is a slight drawback where you start to get hit a little bit more damage from some of the other Pokemons because your defense and stamina are lowered. But anyway, I still highly recommend using this type of Altaria when using my team, because you'll have more option to take out the opponent's Azumarill instead of just relying only on your own Azumarill. Before diving into my video, I just wanted to lastly go over why I chose Azumarill with Hydro Pump and the Shadow Machamp in the back. These two do extremely well when I lose the lead against Bastiodon and Galarian Stunfisk. Most of the time I will say swap into my Azumarill and then try to get a switch advantage or get shield advantage and then take out whatever the Pokemon that took out the Azumarill with the Altaria, and then lastly I'll come in with the Shadow Machamp leaving the shield so that I can take out anything, including the Bastiodon and the Galarian Stunfisk at the end. Let's just jump into the video so I can show you what I mean. In the beginning of the season, you tend to see unusual Pokemons, but I only featured 5 teams today with meta-relevant Pokemons. So first game is a huge lead loss against the Galarian Stunfisk. You want to immediately switch it to Azumarill here. The opponent switches to Shadow Hypno. There's a slight lag there, but you want to determine if you want to take a shield advantage or the switch advantage here. A lot of the time Shadow Hypno, which didn't use any of the charge move, would shield here at the situation. Because Thunder Punch came back to back, I decided to let it go. Taking the shield advantage here. You always want to run the switch clock here to make sure that you reset the timer. The Sky Attack lands, opponent switches to Galarian Stunfisk, but immediately I switch it to my Shadow Machamp here. Because my opponent saw the hard counter against the Galarian Stunfisk of Azumarill coming in, he probably thought there was no other counter behind. That's why he probably switched the Galarian Stunfisk here. I am just gonna take advantage and farm down for more energy, using all the shields here. My opponent throws a Rock Slide here, but it is resisted, so Shadow Machamp won't die here. And then the switch clock resets, so I'm tapping the Altaria already, because knowing that he was going to come in with the Hypno. And then Vigoroth is the last Pokemon, so I'll be able to take down the Vigoroth using Altaria with loaded energy here. And I still have Shadow Machamp loaded with energy too, so there's no problem here. This was one example why this team would do well against a Galarian Stunfisk lead. The second game is gonna be another win-loss here. Immediately switch to Azumarill here again. But knowing that there is a chance that it's gonna be a Thunderbolt, I'm gonna shield here. Here comes a Shadow Hypno again. The Play Rough does get shielded here. So just like previous game, I'm not gonna shield here. But I am gonna go for a chip damage with Play Rough. I might be able to land a Hydro Pump, but I didn't want to take a risk here. Letting the switch count go here. And then coming back with the Altaria. Most of the time nowadays, Hypnos are not going to be using Ice Punch, so I'm just going to take these. Typically they're packing like a Thunder Punch and Shadow Ball, or Thunder Punch and Fire Punch. The opponent switched it to Umbreon, so there's a huge advantage here with the Shadow Machamp following them. It does so much damage here. It is going to resist attacks, so I'm not going to shield here. Because Hypno in the back still has a little bit of health with the confusion damage hitting me, I didn't want to conserve my health, so I did shield here and farm down. Hypno coming in, so I immediately threw the charge move. I got a shield. I did take confusion damage, but I was able to take it down. And then lead to the cross chop here. This is gonna take care of the Propolis. The third game here. We are gonna lose the lead again to a Galarian Stunfisk. Same drill here. Immediately throw the Azumarill for safe swap. The Whiscash followed. This is a huge advantage for us. Azumarill cannot lose to Whiscash in most situations here. I am gonna go for the Hydro Pump, which will be shielded. Here comes their charge move, but their charge move really doesn't have much effect on us. So I'll take the Mud Bomb here. Here comes another Mud Bomb, but I can survive, so I didn't shield here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump. They can be down 2 shields, but it's up to them. They decided not to shield, so I got the switch advantage as well as the shield advantage here. It is okay that they farm down, just so that I can assure to align my Shadow Machamp with the Galarian Stunfisk. Here comes another Rock Slide, so I'm not gonna shield here because we do resist it. And go for the cross chop. Likely we won't get a shield here. Yep. And then an Umbreon, so it was a good game. Again, Shadow Machamp just dominated the end game here again. So the fourth game, we're gonna be facing a Victreebell. This is a win lead. I did want to hit a little bit of damage here before switching to Azumarill because we don't have an Ice Beam. The strategy here is to win the switch advantage but take as much damage as possible here because Victreebell is going to be farming for energy if we don't get this Azumarill down. Sky Attack lands. A back-to-back Sky Attack here, so I won't be shielding, knowing that it is not a Brave Bird. And I'm going to throw the Play Rough here after charging a little bit more energy. Unfortunately, it took us out before throwing the Play Rough here, but at least it wasn't farmed down for energy, just as we planned. Marowak is immediately swapped, so the Shadow Machamp comes in. I counted 3 fast move knowing that it was a Bone Clap. I didn't shield here. And I'm gonna throw the Rock Slide. Most likely it's gonna be shielded, but we're gonna take a shield advantage here. I did think it was a bluff here, throwing a Bone Club, but it was a Shadow Bone instead, but it's still okay. We have to shield from here no matter what. Sky Attack. We'll get a last shield from my opponent. Altaria is so good staying alive after taking all those Fire Spin damage. And this Sky Attack's gonna take care of the Victreebell. So very close game, but good game here to my opponent. In the last battle, it is going to be another win-loss against a Charmer here. Charmer is a pretty heavy thing for my team. I'm going to charge a little bit and swap to Azumarill. Opponent comes in with the Bronzong. I have to stop this Bronzong here because we're weak against it in the back. I'm gonna bait for a shield. I do get that shield. And I'm going for the Hydro Pump. Of course I am gonna shield here. Because the opponent already used their charge move, he did not commit to a shield, taking the shield advantage. And it was huge that Azumarill made it here to the play rough. Get their last shield. We have both no shield, so Altaria is going to come back in after exhausting the timer here. And then land the Sky attack. This is going to take out the ground ball. And then the Umbreon is going to be taken out with my Shadow Machamp here. This is going to be resisted here. So good game to my opponent here. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you need help with finding out if your Altaria deals additional damage to certain Pokemon like Azumarill for the Dragon Breath damage, feel free to leave me a comment. I can try to help you out there. Just leave me the stats of the Pokemon there, so attack, the defense, and the stamina of your Altaria or any other Pokemon if you want to know if there is any breakpoints for your specific Pokemon. Again, I appreciate you watching till the end. It would be wonderful if you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.